Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video will be showing you guys some Ultra League battles with the triple Johto starter team. We will be getting 5 wins with this team, so watch at the end to see those battles. If you guys do enjoy as well, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, turn the notifications on. With that being said, let's get on with today's video. For the first round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Dragonite. So this is a very good start because my Feraligatr does actually have Ice Fang. Ice Fang is an Ice type fast move, and Ice types do super effective damage against both Flying types and Dragon types. And because of that, my opponent does try to counter my Feraligatr by making a swap out into a Venusaur. Since Venusaur is a grass and poison type Pokemon, I do decide to make a swap out into my own Typhlosion to do some super effective damage. I did also throw in a shield here because I did want to preserve my energy, because my Blast Brain will still be doing a lot of damage against that Dragonite, even if it only does not very effective damage. So we are down by 1 shield, and my opponent does make a swap out into a Swampert. Swampert is a water and ground type Pokemon, so he will be double resisting my fire type moves. But Blast Brain is just such a strong fire type charge move that it will be doing a lot of not very effective damage, almost getting to half health. So the Blast Brain does go through here, but my opponent does decide to surrender, allowing us to win the first round. Good game to our opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Sceptile. Sceptile is an only grass type Pokemon, and he does have a bug type fast move. So he is doing neutral damage while I am doing super effective damage, since ice types do super effective damage against grass types. My opponent does throw in a charge move here. The mistake that I made here was, instead of clicking the shield, I did accidentally click not now, as you guys see from that bottom one. So my Feraligatr does faint, but my opponent does make a swap out into his Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a fighting and water type Pokemon, so grass types will be doing super effective damage against him, but I do know that he does have the charge move Ice Punch. We will be able to survive those, but my Frenzy Plant will just do way more damage on him. So I did choose not to shield there, so he wouldn't shield my Frenzy Plant. It would be a higher chance of him not shielding. The Frenzy Plant does go through, and we do get a Vine Form down on him. His second Pokemon is a Muck. Muck is an only poison type Pokemon, and we will be resisting his electric punches or his lightning punches. Those are the chargers that he will usually be using. So Frenzy Plant does not go through. We do see a shield, and that is what we want, because my Typhlosion will be the finisher in this team, because Blast Brain is just such a strong fire type move. Once again, it will instantly faint him with the health I use. We did survive that attack, and we do have enough health to get to that Frenzy Plant. We do not see a shield go through that time, but we are going to make a swap out into my Typhlosion now to get ahead on that energy to get that Blast Brain off. So my opponent does throw in a Thunder Punch. I am just going to double shield all of them, since my only Pokemon Typhlosion. I do have only Typhlosion left, so I am just going to use all of my shields on him. So he does have 0 shields left. I did want to go for the farm down here, but my opponent does make a swap into Sceptile. I do just throw in the Blast Brain here, just so I can feint his Sceptile, just in case he does throw in a charge move like Earthquake that will instantly feint my Typhlosion. Typhlosion is pretty glassy, but his charge moves plus Incinerate plus Blast Brain just make it such a better Pokemon. So Thunder Punch does not go through because we did have a shield. He has 1 HP. I decided to throw in the Blast Brain to not take any chances, and it does allow us to win the second round. Good game to our opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Charizard. This is an even start for us because my Ice Fang will be doing neutral damage. This is actually we do have the advantage here because my Hydro Cannon will be doing super effective damage, while his Blast Brain and Dragon Claw will be doing neutral damage and not very effective damage. My Ice Fang is doing plenty of neutral damage against him because Ice types are super effective against flying types, but not very effective against fire types. That will be causing neutral damage to happen. Hydro Cannon does go through here. We did not throw any shield for that Blast Brain, so my opponent does also not throw any shield there. My opponent does make a swap out into his Venusaur. Venusaur is a grass and poison type Pokemon once again, and Ice types will be doing super effective damage against him. I did actually get that Hydro Cannon off as well with 1 HP left on my Feraligatr. Hydro Cannon will be doing not very effective damage once again since water types are not very effective against grass types, but we do manage to get him halfway. Once my Feraligatr does faint, it is safe for me to make a swap out into my Typhlosion to get super effective damage off. I did decide to throw any shield here because Sludge Bomb would have been doing a lot of neutral damage against us, and my opponent did make a swap out into his own Typhlosion as well. I did decide to make a swap into Meganium, and Meganium will be doing not very effective damage, but these Frenzy Plants do a lot of damage against Typhlosion. It will be getting him to half health, enough damage done for my Typhlosion to finish him off. So I did decide to throw any shield here because I was really close to my Frenzy Plants, but my opponent does have a second overcharged Blast Brain ready, so we are just going to have to tank this. And my Meganium does faint, and I do make a swap out into my Typhlosion. Against Typhlosion, both of us will be doing not very effective damage because fire is not very effective against fire types, but he does get his Blast Brain first, and it will go through. It will definitely get my Typhlosion to half health because Blast Brain is a very strong fire type move. I did decide to throw in the Blast Brain here, but my opponent does make a swap into his Venusaur. That was very good by my opponent because his Venusaur will be taking the hit instead of his Typhlosion. His Typhlosion is going to be the Pokemon that will actually faint my own Typhlosion, but since I did tap faster than him, I guess both of us did have our Blast Brains charged up, but I did just get to my Blast Brain first, and it does allow us to win the 3rd round. Good game to our opponent. For the 4th round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Muk. So this is a very bad start for us because Muk does actually have access to Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch will be doing super effective damage due to Electro types being super effective against Water types. So if he does have it, he will have the advantage against us, but he does actually throw in an Acid Spray. If he is just trying to go for the defense debuff, I think he should have just gone for the Thunder Punch and went for the Farm Down because it would have been doing a lot of super effective damage against us. So I did throw in my Hydro Cannon there, and it does not go through because he did throw in a shield. He is down by 1 shield because of that, so I do decide to mirror that shield that he did throw, and